and welcome to Tarot Message of the Day. I'm your psychic host, Dominica Clara. In this initiative, we explore high vibrational ideas through considering which they in turn help you grow. Today's motto is: are we missing the confirmation that we have an earned role to perform in the society? If it makes you feel curious, or if it resonates with you on a level, keep on watching. This spiritually guided message might be for you. If it doesn't resonate, check out if on my playlist there isn't another video that does resonate, because different messages are mainly for specific different groups of people. But you can also keep on watching this one because I'm sure you'll find bits of this interesting. So let's get into the video. Are we missing the fact that we have gifts that can help others and simultaneously make us happy in life? Shortly speaking, are we close to living our life purpose? There are 3 signs coming through to let you know that the role you're performing or you're thinking about performing is in fact in alignment with your true self, which is actually dictated by the purity of your spirit. First way to know is your emotions. There are things your emotions guide you away from, like unhealthy dynamics at work, for example. But emotions also do let you know about what is meant for you. So when you tune out from the noise of the world and you sit in silence for a minute, does this activity give you an emotion that you're grateful for? Like an excitement, even if it's with a little bit of fear? The second way to know is if there once was a part of your personality that died, yet it brought you closer to living this role. Almost as if it died for the sake of you being able to focus better. And if you keep on dying, yet this stays, then all I ask of you is to put your energy into noticing the stability of that feeling, so that you naturally won't be able to deny that. The third way we know the role is ours is if we feel like the essence of this activity is naturally flowing through us, which is way different than having to bend yourself and almost steal some knowledge from someone else. Then how you know this is purpose is when people around you can defy your authority on the subject, even if it's not an established authority yet. It's something like, if others don't agree with you, you're willing to fight for it anyways. Because that can be a sign of a powerful drive that is within you. Purpose also has an organic kindness underneath it. Even if you're not perfectly kind all the time, it's more about where the idea was birthed from. As if it was once born in another dimension and then you come here to live it. The last sign to show that this is purpose is if you're willing to have this role test your resilience. If you're willing to have it test your character and grow through it. You're willing to lose bits of yourself, although just because they're not authentic, because you feel this role is way bigger than you. Now, why is it such a special and, spoiler alert, innovative thing you do to step into this role? So, from a standpoint of a soul, you have gathered years and years and years of experience and of lessons learned and of suffering and of coming back stronger. At this point, your soul knows what it wants. It knows what it's good at, it knows its strengths. And so if you were to ask the soul, all it wants to do is to keep on surfing on a wave that's light and happy and positive, because it knows what is most real to you, knows what is most true. Once you have access to that place within you, you spend enough time getting familiar with it and you learn to trust it. From that point, you don't need anyone else to tell you what is the truth because you experience it, and that is true power. And the natural consequence of this process is that you can start to trust the truth within you, even if it's not yet out there, reflected by someone else in the world. And if you trust it, that means you can be a vessel for awfully meaningful innovations. Now, you might wonder, how do I know I've earned it already? Or how do I know this is a responsibility I can capably take on? And so let me ask you a question. Is this role something that as a child you were already predisposed to, regardless of whether it was approved of or not? Because the truth is, the most quirky characteristics, or the characteristics that stand out when you're a child, is exactly what reveals truth about your uniqueness. But warning, at the same time, it is something that is also most vulnerable to hurtful feedback. Long story short, you were probably a child that led with these light-filled characteristics, because why wouldn't you? We come into this world with beautifully pure minds. The response might have become hurtful at some point, and it might have resolved in insecurity or trauma. Anyways, I feel like we're not ever told that putting yourself out there in the first place is what reveals your true spirit. So when you think about this role you feel called to, how well do you see that child in it? From this standpoint right now, can you look back at the challenges and actually honestly admit, I have overcome them? Like, I have been about something for quite a while now, even from since I was born maybe, and with each time I was standing up after falling, I was earning this. So, there's no diploma for that. It's a feeling. And so once you have that feeling, all that's left is asking yourself, how quick can you bring this into physical reality? Now, once we know, it is important to find something that supports us in it. The idea is that we want to keep the light anchored so that we don't stray into the darkness. And so how you can do that, I can suggest 3 powerful things for you. And so you go ahead and tune into what works best for you. One is the prayer, made up from your own words, that states your heartful intention for how you want to perform this role in the world, how you want this service to help others. It can also include gratitude for your gifts, gratitude for how this role helps you. This practice can be done on either daily basis or each working day. On to the next suggestion. Another thing you can do is find a structure of a meditation that you like. So, for example, mindfulness meditation, with the intention that you're addressing the issues that you're facing with this role, so that it in turn can support you in it. Now, this again can be either a daily or working day's practice, but we want to be disciplined about it. Now, first suggestion is a mantra. Something that allows you to keep your spirit raised, your attitude up and ready for challenges ahead. I won't be specific about this one, it needs to be personal for you. But I will say it's a good idea to have the mantra feel like it affirms you being capable and feeling enough and feeling effortlessly equipped. In the end, it is objectively a big deal that you have found your place in society. Once you feel like you have it, you can be sure that the journey is only just beginning. There's a power within you that I'm thrilled for you to explore. Be proud of yourself and know that every step of the way is worth celebrating. Always, as long as it's a step towards truth and integrity. From the light in me to the light in you. Also, feel free to let me know about any triggers or revelations that you had. This is a safe space for you to share in. To the best of my ability, I hold it for you as such.